Hello everyone, my name is Hu Hao Ran and my school number is 8208074. And here is the contents of my presentation. The first one is the background and core issues of adaptation. The second one is the specific adaptation details. The third one is the practical significance of adaptation and suggestions for visual presentation. And the first one is a conclusion, when drafting becomes a metaphor for the digital age. Here is the part one, the background and core issues of adaptation. In Life of Pi is set in modern times, 2024. The story will shift from survival in a natural abyss to the conflict between digital civilization and survival instincts. The core adaptation points include the background, from traditional navigation in 2012 to ocean-going cargo ship accident plus survival of digital devices. The character, sent as the generation proficient in social media. The tiger symbolizes algorithm anxiety rather than anonymity. And the topic, exploring the contradictions between virtual identity and real human nature and digital dependence and the sense of survival. And here is the part two, the specific adaptation details. Here is the background setting, drifting in the digital ruins. Time. In 2024, as the global climate crisis intensifies, a cargo ship carrying a family is hit by an extreme storm caused by ocean acidification. The location, the Pacific Ocean. The symbolic significance, severe debris symbolizes the fragility of modern civilization. And the character reshaping, the survival dilemma of Generation Z. Pi's identity, an 18-year-old Indian teenager, social media blogger specializing in environmental vlogs, skilled in editing videos with mobile phones, but lacking wilderness survival skills. The new symbol of tiger, Richard Parker, entity, metaphor, new character. And here is the thought adaptation, the collision of digital symbols and real-life survival. Key excerpt, illusion of a virtual island during the day. The life raft floats to a plastic garbage island. The night, reality, survival conflict. Topic deepening, from nature survival to digital awakening. Theme 1, the collapse of virtual identity. When Pi was drafting along, she was forced to delete her social media account. She could no longer rely on the attention, likes, and praise from her millions of online fans. At first, she felt lost and empty because her online identity had become a big part of her life. But as time passed, she slowly began to see the difference between online fame and real survival. She realized that environmental idols on the screen only look good in videos, but they do not help in the real world. In reality, people who know how to collect rainwater and survive in nature are more valuable and meaningful. This moment shows the fall of her fake online image, and it reflects a common feeling among many young people today. Generation Z is starting to feel tired of fake online personas, and they want to find their true self instead of always pretending to be perfect. Topic deepening, from nature survival to digital awakening. Theme 2, technology dependence and the sense of survival. In Life of Pi, The old sailor breaks the equipment on the lifeboat, while Pi keeps the broken laptops and writes his diary by hand. This shows two different attitudes toward technology. It makes us think, is technology helping us survive, or are we too dependent on it? The sailor throws away technology because it cannot help him anymore. He chooses to rely on his own instincts. Pi, however, keeps the laptops, even though they do not work. This is not because he needs them, but because they remind him of normal life. They help him stay calm and remember who he is. This shows a bigger idea. In today's world, we use technology all the time, but when we face real danger, can we survive without it? Do we still have the nature instincts we need? Pi writes his diary by hand next to the laptops. This shows a mix of modern and traditional ways. Like the choice between the animal story and the human story, the story asks us to think about balance. We may need both technology and instinct to survive. Learning how to use both is part of understanding what it means to the human. And here is the part 3, the practical significance of adaptation and suggestions for visual presentation. First, realistic mapping corresponding to the hot topics of 2024. Ocean plastic pollution, AI ethical controversies. Two stories explore the beautification of reality by technological narrative. And here comes to the part 4, conclusion, when drafting becomes a metaphor for the digital age. And here comes to the conclusion, when drafting becomes a metaphor for the digital age. The modern version of Pi transforms the nature dilemma into a civilization dilemma through the implementation of digital elements. True survival is not about letting algorithms determine life and death, but about still remembering how to hold the sea water with both hands to quench thirst in the global ruins. And that is all for my presentation. Thank you for your listening.